you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Be Honest podcast. I'm your man, Big Bro Tone. As usual, I'm always coming back, nonetheless. But we got a great episode for you guys. I'm sitting here with my man from, once again, way back. As y'all can see, I fuck with my niggas heavy. Right. I'm always reaching out to my homies. So, let me introduce my man, Jordan, a.k.a. Retro Hawkeye, a.k.a. We Hate Retro. How you feeling today, fam?
I'm feeling
to
good,
the show, bro.
man.
I appreciate you for coming through.
Man, it's good to be seen, good to be had, all that.
Bro, you already know, man.
Definitely.
So what you been up to?
Trying to survive school, man. It's last semester. I'm trying to graduate, get the hell out of there. So I can really zero in on this plan, you mean?
What school you go to?
I go to University of Arts, right down on South Broad. And I'm there for film. It was film and animation, but that was way too much. So like, I had to settle down and stick to one. But I'm fucking with film right now, so I'm just trying to get my BFA.
Word.
And dip. You know what I mean?
Word. What about the animation that you wasn't like? It was just too technical.
It's just too technical. Took too much time.
Okay.
Too much time that I was, you know what I mean, when I started messing around with music. Time that I would want to invest in music. Mm-hmm. I'm just not. I need to work on my patience. You know what I mean? I recognize that. My mom used to always tell me that, and I just didn't have the patience. You have to be a real patient motherfucker to do animation. Period.
I mean, patience go away. That come with anything though. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So, like perfect example. Like I consider myself somebody that's extremely impatient. You know what I mean? I'm always I started going to the gym real consistent lately. Yeah. I leave the gym. I'd be like, all right, let me see something. I need to see if where the six pack at. Right. You know what I mean? Let me see the boss. Like, you know, I feel you 100%. Like even when I started this podcast, like it's the 5th episode. We 5 episodes deep, and I just been so hard on myself in every way possible. Like, oh, I'm not doing this enough, or damn, my quality not this high, or, you know, what if people not gonna rock with the sound or rock with the movement, or definitely. What if I can't get people to come in and do interviews, or what if I can't think of content? It's like so many things I'm psyching myself out before I do it, just because I'm not patient enough and, you know, falling in love with the process. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like,
I mean, I'm just an impatient motherfucker. I feel the same way. Like I'm working on all these different operations and like, I don't know. I mean, I'm starting to see though, like people are starting to, like I'm on this now. You know what I mean? I always want to be on a podcast.
Bro, I appreciate you for coming through. Like once again, like,
you for having me,
because this is something I'm building. Like we all try to build something.
Exactly.
And I recognize that. And you know, I really feel like people always, like the creatives is known to being in New York or LA. Like why can't Philly be like a mecca for creators? Listen, you know what I mean?
I wish Philly, like, this is my thing though. Like, I felt like Philly been dead for a minute, not even gonna lie, but like with the goals, you know what I mean, winning the bowl and whatnot, and just like, like the energy. I feel like in the next few years, Philly could be like it could jump off again. Yeah, a lot. You know what I mean? Because I'm around artists all the time in Philly. Like it has potential. It's just not buzzworthy yet. Yeah. So New York and shit.
Do you think it's a focus then? Like, cause it just alright. Cause Philly, we got this stigma on us, like that we don't like. We can't work with nobody, or we always at each other's neck. You know what I mean? And that we just got that attitude that we can't help one and teach one. And the same as putting out cell phone. It's always been like that solo dolo. Like I think that started with the Beanie Siegels of the world. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
definitely. I mean, it is definitely an attitude thing. Philly, I mean, it's just attitude. But I mean,
but I love it though. It's something
I do like it. I like being a Philly nigga. It's just, it's in you. You know what I mean? But I feel like you could definitely look past that. You need to in order to work with people, because I'm telling you, like, we got the components.
We got the talent.
You know what I'm saying?
It's clear.
I always had the talent. It's just like, I think you're right, man. It's definitely something getting in the way. And attitude is definitely one of those things. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't know. I'm just hoping down the line, niggas, I don't know. I'm starting to see a lot of new shit though in Philly, because Philly definitely was like one tier for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Just strict. You know what I mean? ABC 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it was more. It was too binary.
Everybody was sticking to a little regimen.
You either this or that, or you either rap like this or you rap like this.
Certain lanes, like certified lanes that you had to do, and if you wasn't in that lane, then you wasn't gonna get no type of notoriety, nothing. So I'm starting to see like a little bit of a individualness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I call it like a black renaissance, or just a renaissance of creators.
Right.
Like for some reason, I feel as though I'm starting to see just more people being more comfortable with their art, putting it out there, just letting it rock. It's a few people I've been paying attention to, like definitely you. I've been paying attention to Soraya. Like she been.
Yeah, I heard Soraya been working.
Soraya been working. You can see it on her
her
gram.
brother.
Yeah,
brother, that's my man. I used to rap with him.
Yeah, I mean, they all came to my graduation cookout.
Word.
Yeah, Destiny King. You know their brother.
Yeah.
Just like a good amount of them came, and I was just telling them, like, yo, like, tell your sister I really respect what she doing. Like, I eventually want to have her on here. You know what I mean? Like,
her on
I'm gonna definitely shoot my shot to her.
Definitely.
But I see what she doing, and I admire that shit for real.
I hear you.
Because when you follow on Instagram, you really see that she built that. You know what I mean? The whole Taco Tuesdays joint she be doing, like the taco nights, like
what's that?
Like it's like this. I ain't never been to one,
right.
but I'm gonna definitely plug it. Like I guess it's like this night of just creativity where she invite people, register if you want to be on the bill or whatever.
Okay.
And be it spoken word, rap, however, like whatever you want to do. It's just a night of creativity and networking and just being around Philly creators. And I ain't never been to one. I definitely want to like hit one up for sure. Mm-hmm. But like I see she always promoting them on the gram.
Okay.
Her boyfriend, they do concert work together and stuff, and they be doing the music videos. I just rock with their whole style and they whole vibe. It's just black everything. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Unapologetically black.
Unapologetically black. That's the era. That's what I'm feeling like. You said you you're in film school, but you make music too.
Yeah.
So, at what point, like, when did the music come in for you? Or which comes first? Like, is the film first or the music first?
Honestly, like, and a lot of motherfuckers don't know this, but music for me, like, has been, like, I always used to want to rap. And, like, in the back of my mind, used to, entertain that. Me and my man, Trey. I don't know if you remember Trey.
I remember Trey. He still be doing his thing.
Yeah, he was just at Josiah, her brother's performance last night. But, so, like, yeah, me and him in second grade, we linked up, and we used to just write raps, and I had, like, a little cassette tape joint we could record on it.
Yeah.
I was doing that, but I never really liked my voice, so I always...
That's how I feel. Like, when I start doing this,
I feel you. But you're always going to be, your worst critic, but, like, so, I put that on the back burner. I started messing around with acting and stuff like that. And when I got to college, like, that summer, I met my man, Eric Caesar, and he was just making, like, music. When I came to that school, he was like the boy that was making music or whatever. And I'm like, man, like, well, all right, you know what I'm saying? And like, we started hanging out.
Philly in you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, well, I wasn't hating, but I'm like, I felt, because I used to make, you know what I'm saying? So I was like critical from that standpoint. I'm like, I at least know, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right.
You're an artist, so you're critical of art.
Yeah.
Naturally.
So we started linking up, we started hanging, we get high, niggas freestyling and shit like that. He got me into freestyling. And like I was terrible, but then like he was like, yo, just make sure you rhyme. Like say anything as long as you rhyme.
Yeah.
And when I went with that scheme, I'm like, all right, so I'm messing with this. And I went home. After spending like a couple of days with him and just started writing in my notebook, and I wasn't fucking with it. Then one day I just wrote something that had like a little ring to it. I'm like, and I had my man. And I'm like, yo, I'm about to go record this joint real quick with you. So we linked up. I recorded it. It's terrible now, but like then it was suitable then. So I'm like, all right, I'm messing with this. I sent it to my man Eric, and he was like, all right, bro, I see you. Da-da-da. So then like it was just I was around too many people that's making music, bro. That's what it was. Like I was getting
just blood
FOMO.
Yeah.
My girl called it FOMO, like fear of missing out.
Ooh,
like,
I never heard that.
Literally,
Damn,
I
like
like
that.
Too many niggas was making music, and I'm like, yo, I can make music with these niggas.
I can do this shit. Like
that's what started it though. Like just linking up and being around that type of atmosphere.
Yeah.
So I just started writing, and then after a while, niggas started fucking with it. I'm like, I feel as though I can spit, so I'm spitting. You know?
At what point did you realize, yo, I'm actually alright? Like what was that song or that freestyle? Like, who was you around? You like try to build
honestly,
that picture for me.
All right, I wrote the song I told you about that I recorded, and then like maybe a day or two later, like after I recorded it.
You talking about C'est La Vie?
No.
I'm gonna say, damn,
no, that's like 2015.
Oh, okay, we're going back. All right.
Definitely going back. So I recorded the song I just told you about.
Right.
And like me and I was feeling, I listened to that for like a week. Then I tried to get my man Ant I'm like, cause he used to always mess around with it too. I'm like, yo, you scared to hop on this track with me real quick. So I was like, all right, look, I'm an 808 bull, but I also like boom bapatry. That's when I can really write, cause that's what's like in me. Like I can really write. I feel like it's easier to skip over the beat.
All right, so before you keep going, I like you said something that piqued my interest. So, boom bap versus 808. For those that don't really understand that dynamic, what's the main difference between the two? If you listen to a song, what's something to look for 808 and boom bap?
It's gonna have like, if any, because I'm not a music scholar, but I know like it's gonna have a more number one classical. If you just quotation marks classical, you don't even have to have that defined. It's gonna have a classical sound to it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have straight up percussion. 808s is more so like a electronic. It's just distortion basically. So you get like the basses. You know what I'm saying? The Jones is boom, 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 or you can distort those. It's just like the heavier sound, and it's just more of the new age sound, basically. That's what everybody
All right, so pretty much Lil Uzi Vert 808s, Dave East boom bap.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And Dave East, that's what I like about him is he can like hop on both. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you gotta do to, you know what I mean, today, in my opinion, to be a true spitter. You know what I mean? You master both realms of making music.
Right.
So yeah, but so I found like a boom bap joint on YouTube. It was hard too. The beat was hard. It had like some trumpets in it. It was a jiggy joint. So I'm writing a verse and like every line I was just fucking with, and I'm like, I don't even sound like no niggas of like today, cause like I'll be up to date with like Philly, you know what I mean, and like niggas who be underground. Like I knew the whole lingo, all that. It just was different, but I just felt like it was hard. So we linked up. We got drunk as shit. Like really drunk, and just recorded all night and just was just freestyling and just punching them joints in, and like the song was hot. Like even today, like I could still bump that.
Like yo, that joint actually kind of hot. I
want to low-key re-record it, like you know what I'm saying? Just cause like I'm around.
Remaster that joint.
Yeah, like but that's when I knew though. I'm like, all right, I'm about to actually fuck with this rapping shit for real though, cause it was just like it just clicked too. It was almost like too good to be true. Yeah. I'm like, this shouldn't.
I can't waste this shit.
Yeah, it was a boot bop bang operation.
Yeah.
So
like the least you could do is take it seriously for 10 years, see where it go. Like, you know what I mean? Because you know, you 22, 21?
21.
All right, I'm 23. So we at that point in our lives now, and I learned this from you ever heard of Gary Vee?
Nah.
Look into him, bro.
Okay.
The biggest thing he promotes is like patience. Like no lie. So one of the biggest things he said, or one of the things I learned from him was, when you're in your 20s, just close your eyes. Now, that sound a little like, what you mean close your eyes? Right. But what he's saying is, in your 20s, that's the years for you to literally bump your head and figure all the bullshit out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Try everything, travel. Like your 20s is literally your time to just wing it and figure it out. Obviously make sure you got some kind of financial stability somewhere. Right. But you know, it's your time to be as creative and creatively free as possible before, you know, you get to your 30s and certain stuff ain't cute no more.
I feel
you see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So like for example, me, I want to take this as far as I possibly can, you know, and go for as long as I possibly can while people still take me seriously. You know what I mean? I don't want to be 40 and I'm still doing this in the crib and it's not really you know, at a certain point you do gotta be like, all right.
It has to be a level up at some point.
Yeah, it got to be a level up. Or if you can't really get to where you want to be, find a way to still be related to it in whatever field you get in. You know what I mean? So I definitely see what you're saying. Like the whole, like just when you're young, just taking advantage of the time and just doing it, just being creative as possible. Just saying, fuck it, essentially. Literally. You know, just hey, I'm actually art at this. You know what I mean? It's people that's making millions we pretty sure you better than, you know what I mean, lyrically. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but they just got a sound that people just pull to. You know, it's a unique time for music.
It is.
I try to tell people. It is. I try to tell people, like, especially the old heads, because they think music grow like this. You know, they think it grows vertically, like a hierarchy type, and I don't think that's how music grow. I think music grows more horizontally, like a web. You feel me?
Yes, I like that.
Because first things first, it's always gonna be that generation that think their generation the best. Like you always, that's never gonna fail. Yeah. But one thing you can't deny is impact. Okay. When something is rocking,
definitely,
you can't deny it.
You can't.
Like I keep it 100 with you. You know the boy 6ix9ine, right?
Yeah.
Early on, who is this guy?
Right.
I don't care. Boy screaming literally on every track.
I hear you.
But then I forgot what song it was. Kiki, the one with Fetty and A Boogie. When that joint dropped, I was like, oh, I had a little bop.
It is jiggy, yeah.
It's like jiggy as hell, and I'm just like, yo, I don't like this dude, but I can't deny the music.
Exactly.
You just can't.
And you gotta, real niggas know to separate, music from artistry. They be talking about you're not supposed to support him because, the whole situation with the kid. And I definitely understand that.
Yeah.
It definitely comes down to, you're a human being at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Music is a spiritual thing. You're gonna feel that shit. It's okay to dance to it.
Yeah.
But it's also like, you don't have to tell the DJ to play it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you can, if you learn how to separate it, it's cool. Because music is definitely, I feel like you should, whether it's dumb. I always apologize to my niggas when like certain shit that I'm fucking with. Like when I first started fucking with Famous Dex and shit.
Man, my brother put me on board. I ain't gonna hold you.
And like, that's my nigga. I'm fucking with Dex. Like, you know what I mean? He's not all like godly with wisdom and all that, but like his shit jumps sometimes. And it's like, I'm not going to apologize for I'm fucking with it. If I'm fucking with it, I'm fucking with it.
Yeah, like somebody, I can't remember who it was. Somebody got on me for liking the young boy Matt Ox.
Oh, right? Yeah, I got you.
But the only reason I was vibing to this song that him and XXXTentacion did.
Oh, I didn't know they did this song.
It was on it's on Triple X's new album.
Oh,
it's on that joint.
Okay, word.
And like I'm just vibing with it. Like as soon as I heard it, I'm like, the bop just took over. And you can't really deny. I didn't even say that. I just let the bop take over. And I had that joint on my Instagram. Somebody was like, "Yo, bro, you listen to Mad Ox?" I'm like, "Bro, it's a vibe. Like, listen, I just can't deny the feeling."
Can't.
I said I listen to mad lyrical stuff all the time.
Exactly. Like
I need some balance.
Time and place.
Like Charlemagne God always say, you need that perfect balance of like ratchet and righteousness.
I feel you. Ratchet and righteousness.
You need that balance.
Right.
Seriously. Like honestly, but as far as your music go, like the music you make, if you could. See, I don't like putting people in this box. Right. I definitely don't like really comparing artistry because everybody unique. But if you can compare your sound currently to anybody mainstream right now, who would you compare it to?
I don't even know, man. Honestly, it's like my mission is like just different sounding music, shit people haven't heard before, left field, avant-garde shit. You know what I mean? But motherfuckers that I draw inspiration from when I'm in my creative suites, definitely A$AP Rocky. You know what I mean? Like more so the Houston shit, but also I like some of his newer shit too. Well, that's my nigga regardless.
Right.
But his newer shit, Drake, some aspects of Drake, you know what I'm saying? More so just like the everyday lyricism, you know what I'm saying? The mundane, ordinary, making shit more than what it is type shit.
Yeah, like just being able to turn a regular situation that everybody go through, but making it connect.
Exactly.
Just making it connect. Okay, I see what you're saying.
So
that personal level.
Exactly. Just that, and just man, like I fuck with Suicide Boys heavy.
Suicide Boys. I don't think I heard of them.
Yeah, like
that sounds familiar.
They getting some new notoriety now because they was doing a lot of like Juicy J, Project Pat, like Memphis samples on their shit. It was like hard ass trap beats, and they just was like singing on it and like rapping on. Well, one boy's a rapper, the other boy used to be in a band, like a punk band or whatever. Okay. So they just make some shit that you never really heard before, and I like that type shit. So like, those are the main things. But honestly, like I don't really think that I sound like anybody else. You know what I mean? You could definitely disagree because I definitely just put out a little. I call it like a little pop John, just like a. Like everybody, a hoppy little.
You know what? Genre. I call those your radio track.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? The songs you put out, like artists like they got their sound.
Yeah.
Man, a perfect example with Dave East. He got his sound. And Dave East not a radio artist for real, but he came out with that Chris Brown joint for the radio.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like it's just you just got those songs that you want. You dumb it down a little bit. You want people to connect,
and it's cool. I like doing that too.
Yeah, it's fun. It's sometimes they're more fun tracks too.
Yeah,
like
it's definitely fun, and it just it just shows your versatility too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like in order to survive as an artist, you need to be able to tend to multiple gardens. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you can make club bangers, make your own shit. You know what I mean? Make some meaning. I mean that's cool.
Word.
So that's definitely cool.
Word. You mentioned what inspires you. Like the Houston sound, those trap beats, the A$AP Rocky, you know what I mean? Like who else would you say you know,
honestly,
maybe not even inspired not even inspired your sound more so, but maybe inspired you to maybe attack the music. You know what I mean?
Attack the music. All right. I think I know what you mean, but give me one more line. Attack the music. Like
I don't know, when I listen to your music, because I was actually on your SoundCloud today, and I was just letting it rock.
Right.
And I was just listening, and you know, your most recent stuff is first, and then it go back.
Yeah.
So I was noticing the transition between the music, and you know, your flow, and the way you literally, you know, float on the beat. Like, for perfect example, your sound on "Come By" with Pesos. You know what I'm talking about? Your sound on that in comparison to "C'est La Vie." You see what I'm saying? Like, even though those two songs got two different energies, clearly two different topics, but like the way you approach the beat on "Come By" was like you was patient with that shit.
Definitely,
you
methodical.
You was definitely like you let the beat ride, and you felt the beat. Sometimes you gotta let the beat just do its thing.
Definitely.
Whereas on "C'est La Vie," I feel like you was "C'est La Vie," and the T, like you was in your bag.
Definitely was.
You know what I mean? So like, all right, so I guess describe your flows. You know, this version to your different flows.
All right,
you know
yeah. So definitely, the inspiration of my flows is definitely just 100% powered by the music. Literally, I create that shit right then and there. Like, if I hear the beat, I'm hearing, like, first I decide whether or not I'm fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Once the beat tells me whether I'm fucking with it, honestly.
Okay.
Like, it commandeers me. It's like, nigga, give me your attention. This is for you. Yeah. So when I feel as though I'm fucking with it, it's all up in my body and my system. I'm like, all right. So then bells and whistles are going off. I'm hearing how my voice should sound on it. I'm hearing just phrases. I'm saying phrases just coming to me. And then, like, it's just like a hook starts to come out of that.
Right.
And then I'm starting to just get the flow once I hear the clap and shit like that, how the beat is going, how the beat is flowing, then I start figuring out how to operate. So it's just always from the music. And I just decide how I should go off of it based off the vibe that the music produces. You know what I'm saying? So it's all from the instrumental for me.
Word.
And you know, you make decisions. Like you said, on "C'est La Vie," you can tell it's upbeat, so I was like, let me just hop on.
Because like when I heard that John, it reminded me like I got this, now tell me if I'm wrong, I got this Playboy Cardi vibe with like a Uzi vibe, but like this Tyler the Creator vibe. It was like this, it was just like this.
It was that type beat. You know what I'm saying? Like the
definitely.
Uzi, Playboy Cardi, the fun, you know what I mean? I'm getting
like when
type shit.
Like when you went to that part, you was like, feeling okay.
Yeah.
Like that was the Uzi part I was feeling.
Exactly, yeah. And that was a decision
Then you changed your voice towards the end. That was like I want to say, a Kendrick / Tyler vibe when they alter their voice, make it real deep.
God, Kendrick is definitely, I don't know why I folded on saying Kendrick. Kendrick is definitely a motherfucker I pull inspiration from.
Bro.
Honestly. Music, just like switching his voices, I love doing that.
I love when rappers just like, I'm gonna put that out there now. I love when rappers really play with their voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, cause
it does something to the
track. It's an instrument. Like it's a true instrument.
Yes.
I don't care how you do it. I really respect people that's able to have an ear for something like, yo, what if my voice sound like this? And that shit sound hot?
Yes.
Come on, you gotta respect that.
Got to.
You have to.
Got to.
It's ridiculous. But you mentioned the Garde. AVANT-GARDE.
Yeah.
Now,
there.
So, explain how that came about, and essentially what that word means to you.
Right.
Like how did that come about?
I mean, honestly, I've always just wanted to make clothes ever since a young boy. I was making like designs and pics art on my phone. They was corny, but I still felt like they was tough. And I was like, I feel like I was just seeing like Urban coming up. And they had like these tough ass graphic tees, and I'm like, I like situational graphic tees, like a picture of a nigga doing a podcast, and put that on the shirt. You know what I'm saying? So just weird shit, just different.
I noticed that on your gram, like when you merge a lot of your own pictures with like pictures made from films or whatever, it's a lot of just regular situational type things. You know what I mean?
And sprucing it up, kind of. So like, I don't know, my man Ant Pesos, he was doing his own little thing called Above Greatness. And he was just like making clothes, getting them Jones printed. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I want parts. Like, cause I can do this shit too. So, you know what I mean? I linked up with him and I looked up how to do that, like how to do it. So at first I was actually printing them Jones with an iron, you know what I mean? In my crib. With the pillowcase and the transfer paper, whatever that shit called. And I did that, and that was cool. I lost the damn shirts. I don't know where they at. But I don't know. Time progressed, and like I just started making my like little graphic images again. I was making cover art for myself, and I'm like, you know what? I'm about to just start this clothing stuff up again. So I found a website called Threadless, and they allow you to have your own. It's called an artist shop, and you can upload designs, and then they just have like clothes in stock, and you can just finesse it and just apply the designs to the certain clothes. I mean, they give you a lot of room. You just get paid through it when motherfuckers cop your shit.
Oh, word. So it's like a Etsy, but for like graphic tees.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, well, yeah, and honestly, you can sell like merchandise like shower curtains, pillowcases, iPhone cases.
Oh,
I'm gonna start doing that too. I'm just trying to
merchandise. You can literally put your brand on these.
Yes.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
And you just make a little percentage of you know what I mean, with the sales. You know what I mean, whatever type of sale you make. So I found this joint. It seemed too good to be true. So I put a design on there and ordered it to the crib. And like for a graphic print and not for it not being embroidered, it was crisp as hell. I'm like, God damn. So like I ordered another joint, consistent, crisp. I'm like, all right, bet. So I just started going with it. That's all I be wearing now. Just my own,
bro, like,
my own shit.
I peeped your brand on the gram. I want to say, while I was in school, so I'm like, yo, Jordan really doing his thing with this brand. Like I really fuck with this, like his imagery, like his, like, cause you play with tones, and like angles, heavy.
Yes. Colors,
like,
angles.
Like your angles be unique as hell. Like you got some pictures on your gram that I be looking at some of the angles, and I'm just like, yo, how the hell you, like, just in general, like where you,
I be fried.
how you be seeing that shit?
I be fried.
Like,
man.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Like some of these angles is just like crazy. Like I don't know how you saw this shit. Like this angle, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that's a dope angle. Like, is another one I'm trying to see. Like some of these angles, I just don't. I'm just thinking to myself, like, they not average. Like, see what I'm saying? Like your placement, your angles, like it's.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is like when I upload this joint, I'm gonna like screenshot these pictures and I'm gonna have them like
Definitely,
pop up. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like fade up and then fade out. But you know, so like when people watching, they can actually see what I'm showing you. But like your style in regards to, you know, your Instagram, how you promote your brand.
Yeah.
But the one thing I noticed is that you sticking to your guns. You know what I mean? I haven't you consistent as hell.
Yep.
With your imagery, your color schemes, you know, the guard, like constantly pushing that. Like AVANT-GARDE, cause like you had me look that shit up one day, and like I'm trying to remember exactly. Isn't it pretty much like just being like creatively and like inspired or intrigued or?
Yeah, it's like I was in a modern and contemporary art history class, and I did bad in that class, but you know what I mean, like I was leaving class and whatnot, but I remember him bringing up just the period when avant-garde took place, and it was just more so just they were like set up norms, you know what I'm saying, in art, and people decided they just were going against the norm, and that's what avant-garde is. It's just like, it's not normal art. You know what I mean? What is deemed acceptable, that's not.
But yeah, back to the guard, I was saying, like, you know, that's something to be inspired about. And there's so many people I feel they get intimidated. They get intimidated about saying, yo, this person inspires me. This person, yo, it's something this person did this that really got me going. Like I'll tell the next person fast. I'm like, yo, what you did, that was inspiring, bro. I really respect that, and you make me aspire to, you know, step out the grain and you know color outside the lines. You feel what I'm saying? It's just it's not enough people, especially in our community, the black community. I feel like we forced so early to focus on stability rather than our creativity.
Yeah, I hear that.
It's because so much things, like, you know, be it, you know, growing up in poverty, bills, or, you know, having people make you get a job right away, is, you know, like losing people, gaining people. It's just so much involved with just being, I feel like it's a full-time job, not only being a creative, but being black. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that shit, it's a job on its own. So trying to be creative and black and, you know, letting that stuff bleed through and have people feel you. It's really a tough job.
Absolutely.
Especially like, you know, coming from the hood. Like it's a unique situation to be in. But another term you coined, nightcore. I'm curious about that too.
Nightcore. I'm still curious about it.
Okay, well,
it's
you know,
still blossoming, but like nightcore is my genre of music.
I figured that's what it was.
And that's what you know what I mean. That's what I was saying earlier. I feel as though I can't really say who I really sound like, but I can tell you. I mean, what encourages nightcore and what nightcore is basically. I mean, nightcore, I found out about it. It was like, it's already a genre of music, but you know me, I'm just gonna make it my own thing.
It was already a Let's Be Honest podcast.
Yeah, we gonna
so
be honest.
What I did was they in England, so I'm in America. I'm taking that joint.
Yeah.
It's just the US version.
Yeah, that ass. So what it is just like the essence of night and whatever I feel as though are nighttime vibes. So I'm very picky with the music that I go over. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said again, C'est La Vie was like, I low key may coin it as nightcore on some like that's what I'd listen to as I'm dressing up to go the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And engage with the night. But it is just like night vibes, and what that consists of is like you're gonna hear a lot of scary, eerie shit, dangerous, groovy, you know what I mean, jiggy shit, calm, surreal, sexual shit, you know what I mean, chill vibes. On some Isley Brothers shit, you know what I mean? I could go over Isley Brothers beat if I want to, type shit. That's a part of nightcore. So it's just basically my ideas of the night projected in music, and it's music for you to listen to at night, basically, when you're in unwind mode. So that's basically what nightcore is. I got a couple nightcore shirts printed, you know what I'm saying, for the AVANT-GARDE.
Word.
But I'm trying to build that up too and get that to ring in people's ears. But it's been ringing for a while though. All my boys are on that shit.
No, but the thing is, you consistent, and that's the key thing. That's another thing I learned too from the man Gary Vee. Look him up, bro. I really think you should look into him.
But
he preaches consistency and patience. If you consistency beats any kind of, in my opinion, talent, anything. Like if I'm consistent with my product, and you know what you're getting, and I'm constantly improving my product, it's only a certain amount of time. Like eventually you gotta fuck with it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm pretty sure when they came out with Slim Jims, it was like, who the fuck walking around eating meat sticks? Like, I'm cool. But eventually people they was putting that out there, that energy. You know what I mean? Like, it's only a matter of time. Maybe that could be a false equivalency, but the bottom line is, eventually when you got a product out there or some kind of content, and people see that you was at episode 1 and now you're on episode 99,
right?
And people are like, damn, he really kept this shit going, because people always waiting for you to slip.
Definitely, that's
a fact. I know for a fact people probably waiting for me to slip with this. Of course, it's people from, and plus, you know what's so crazy? I even noticed, and I'm not one of these people that pay attention to Instagram, like likes or comments. But one thing I did notice, when I started doing this, my likes went down.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can't push your own stuff, man. You can't push your own shit.
When I tell you
do that, nigga, they not gonna like that.
The likes went down.